What's up there guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Derail Valley. So in the last episode we got our steamer set up, our S060, we did a nice little tutorial on how to restore her and how to fire her up and how to shut her down as well. So yeah, what I'm interested in doing today is actually giving her a run. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Please do grab yourself a drink, let's hit the rails. Right, so one thing that I wanted to do was hopefully take her out for a run and try and hit some of the towns as well around the area, some of the cities, more like some of the stations that actually have shops. Would have been absolutely fantastic in order to take a look and see what's available following the new update. Obviously we covered that on the channel some time ago, but I actually want to go and make some purchases for our playthrough, things that we might fancy. So yeah, I want to hit the shops, but the thing is I want to travel around the map with purpose, and currently going from City South where we are at the moment, there's no jobs heading to any of the shops apart from Food Factory in town, which is too far in my opinion for the steamer, considering as well it's been nerfed quite seriously. Both the S060 and the 282 have both been hit with quite severe power restrictions following the previous update. So yeah, we need to make the most of the time that we've got. So what I want to do is head up towards City West and then up to Machine Factory in this video. That's what I want to be doing, and what better way to do that than in the steamer. But also we have got a couple of things on order, haven't we? We've got our D2 traction motor, and we've got our 282 I think it was wheels or something like that. Can't remember what it is. We'll find out when we get there. So what we're going to need is a means of transporting those things back, and obviously we've got the utility rail car and also the trailer. Now I do wish there was 2 trailers available. Wow, do I ever wish that you could spawn 2 trailers in, because it would save us having to drag the utility rail car and the short flat car. I love the utility rail car, but I just wish there was another trailer available as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull these guys out and we're going to use them behind our S060 in order to take them with us. We will make a stop at City West and see the shop there, grab some things as per what's available. We'll see if there's any jobs going to Machine Factory in town as well, although to be honest with you I don't really fancy pulling anything out of City West that's too heavy up this way, because this is generally all uphill, especially this section here. It's easy to get stuck. So let's hop aboard, let's pull our rail car out to start things off with. We'll put her into forward, get a bit of lights on, cab light, we'll put her into gear. I do tend to favour second gear, to be fair. Train brake off. Wiper is on for some reason. I may have either left that on or just switched it on there inadvertently. Away we go, but we should already be connected up with the trailer. And the train brake should still be off there. Parking brake, should I say. Because it was last time. Just double check actually. Yeah, it's off. Right, so we are going to be wanting to head in this direction, although there would be nothing wrong with us reversing on there and facing the opposite direction if we want to bring our car home from Machine Factory in town once we've loaded on the parts that we'll be collecting from there. So if we want to be facing the opposite direction, then we want to rotate this anti-clockwise, and in doing so we'll be reversing onto the back of our steamer. So let's do that now. So we'll do our best to turn this round, and there we go. Let's hop in. She's all good to go, so we'll just release the brakes, get her moving forward. Now I'll just kill the power a second, because I just want to tell you something while she's rolling forward there. So we've got a number of things to purchase from the shops. There's things that I want, there's kind of like things that I need. So for example, paint is one of those. So the slug needs to be painted, so there's one. can of demonstrator paint. Now, we've got the caboose, which is rendered kind of useless by the fact that it's no longer got a remote charger and it's no longer got a remote extension. So I don't know what the point of doing anything with the caboose is at the moment. If you know, let me know. I mean, I know it does have a train brake on there, but let's say we choose not to paint the caboose. So there's one can. 282 will require... Actually, I don't know how many it requires because there's an external, an internal, and also the tender. So I'm assuming that this is all one. So let's say 3 for that. So we've got 4 so far, 4 cans required of demonstrator paint. Another 2. So 6. I want to paint the micro in the Derail Valley train colours. So that's going to be cheaper. And our rail car. Wow, that's hasn't half made some progress. I don't know whether I bother painting the trailer. So how many is that? Let's just have a quick count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7 for the rail car inside and out. So 7 times, I think, I'm guessing it's 30,000, I think, per tin of demonstrator paint. I mean, I'll let you do the maths there, but that's a lot of money, and we've got 436,500. That's going to easily get decked by just purchasing that alone, and we need to then preserve some money for installing our parts that we bring back, and then also repairing the locos, because remember, the cost doesn't stop once you've got those parts in. You've got to repair them and then refuel them. I mean, the DE2 is not too bad, but the steamer will require refueling if we want to run it. So yeah, it's all expense, isn't it? So we're going to have to do some jobs at some point as well. Oh, got stopped a bit short there. Forgot about the trailer on the back. Okay, we're all good. I do like the fact that you can stand back here now. Yeah, guys, I mean, what I was looking to do actually was to haul something with us, but there's nothing going to City West. Sorry, yes, there's nothing going to City West or Machine Factory in town. Just Food Factory in town, and I think there was something for like oil refinery as well, which is out of our way. If we had a decent loco, like a decent amount of power, like maybe the 282 could handle a trip to or can't get it right, oil refinery plus 3 going to Food Factory in town. That would clear out all this. The 282 might be able to manage that, but to be honest with you, I haven't driven the 282 since the latest update, and the S060 isn't performing very well following the latest update, to be honest with you. In fact, I'm a little bit nervous about this run because there is a lot of uphill coming out of here, and then as you approach Machine Factory in town, there's uphill as well, so we've got the double whammy there of difficulty. That worked out well. Right, so what we're going to do is shut her down. The good thing about having her actually is there's a little bit of power if we need it. We'll kick her out of gear in terms of reverser wise. Power is off. We'll leave the handbrake off. We'll disengage that brake. We'll knock the electrics off. So she's good. let's wander back here. Start firing up our steamer. Just put a few scoops of this stuff in. Get that in. Get that closed. Get this open. Get the blower open. Get a bit of temp going on. Water-wise, we're alright, but we did use some water and coal in the last episode. Cylinder cocks are open. What about up here? Right, these need opening. So that's the compressor open and the dynamo. So that'll give us braking power and electrics. Should now be coming on. Yeah, we've got a light on. What else have we got? Tell you what we'll do while we're waiting for that fire to come on. We've got, actually, something in our inventory that we didn't utilise last time. We've got a Steam startup guide here. I want to install it just because I think it'd be a cool thing to have. I don't know whether you agree or not, but what we don't have is tools. Right, okay, let's head across to the tool shed real quick while temperatures are coming up. And we'll grab a drill. We'll just leave that in our inventory there, number 4. So let's go and have a look while she's coming up. To be fair, everything's looking good there. I think we can make a start. Let's get the reverser forward. That brake is released, although I'll just make sure it is, because sometimes it gets a little bit of pressure there. We need the train brake off. Right, let's get a bit of forward motion going. And while she's moving, we'll get this drilled. Alright, there we've got it. So, first thing I'm checking is water level. You can hear the cylinder cocks are producing steam there. So that means there's no... Why is she jiggling around like that? So that means there's no water in there. So we'll get that. Got high pressure. We'll close the blower. We'll open the regulator. See the speed coming up. I think we've got a fairly light load here, so I'm hoping that everything's all good. I mean, let's have a quick look. So DM1U Railcar is trying to see where the weight is. Still can't seem to find the weight on. Oh, there it is. So what? 10.4 ton. Absolutely fine. And then the short flat car. Oh, we're on the last page there. DM1U's last. Where is it? Is it actually even in here? So that's the caboose. So the short flat car isn't even in here. Wow, we are flying here. Let's have a quick look, make sure everything's set correctly. Yeah, so we're going to be passing City West. So we'll just have a look on the old City West one, and that's going to take us in to the shop there, but I'd prefer to actually go up there and reverse in if we're going to do that. Just ease back on this. Try and get our chest pressure under control. Open this injector a little bit. I wouldn't mind flowing some water in there as we go instead of bunching it all in one go, which I have a tendency to do. We are flying here. Just ease back a tiny bit. I don't mind a decent speed up here, like, because there's There's a lot of uphill stuff. I don't want to be going too fast though. Ooh, that sounds a bit rude, doesn't it? Actually, we don't have that open. That's a bit better. 70 up here, you see, so... Put a little bit more coal in. Start to close this damper a tiny bit, just because our fire temperature's fine. So is our pressure. So it's pointless keeping the airflow as high as it is. Try and get a bit of a lean, clean burn on here. As you can see, smoke is very clean there, nice and white. That indicates that we are doing well. Ah, we've got the rear headlights on for some reason. Why is that? Ah, it's because we reversed her up last time. So, steam checklist, let's have a quick look. Nominal water level, yes. Start fire, open blower valve, we did all that. Open air compressor valve, open dynamo valve, we did those outside. Open train brake cutout valve, we didn't do that, we should have checked this. It's right in front of us. Apply independent brake, fill the oil cups, we didn't do that, but we barely used it last time after we did that. Prime the automatic lubricator, we should have done that. When the boiler's around at 12 bar, close blower valve, release handbrake, open cylinder cocks, the engine is now good to go. So we did quite a lot of that, but just not all of it. In fact, we probably should have checked it. 50 limit here, let's just ease off. Quite like having that injector open just a little bit like that. Just keeps everything moving. Because what happens is when you dump a load of cold water in, when you dump a load of cold water in one go, you end up with a reduced boiler pressure because, well, you're dumping cold water in with hot water, and it's obviously killing your temp of your boiler. I have to turn it up a little bit here actually because we are losing water. Got a 60 for this switch track, so we can easily blast that. In fact, one thing that we need to check is it's not called power plant. Where is it that we're passing through again? So we're going through coal mine south, and we'll be coming in from this direction. So yeah, all good. There we go, we're down to 50, just had a bit of brake on there, just on the limit. Okay, let's keep it moving. Should be a nice little run for this, no stress. I mean, she is a shunter after all, so we've got to bear that in mind. Going on. You don't have to get a lot of track noise with this loco though, I've noticed. Even if you're not actually going the speed limit. See, we've lost boiler pressure there. Just kill that injector. Try and ease off through here. Try and give her a chance. Not emergency, dude. Come on. That'll do anyway. We've resolved that. Just open the damper again. So we're flying through this station without really paying attention. What have we got here? Ah, good buddy 060. You know, if we want to as well, we can open the window. Well, we don't need to. We stood right next to the door, and we could lean right out if we want to. Not that it really helps. Okay, I was hoping that boiler pressure was going to come up a little bit there, but mind you, we've pretty much got the reverser, well, not maxed, but trying to close the window again. It wants us to blow the whistle because it's just kind of hovering over there. Why would it let us get to the window? There we go. Does sound good, that whistle, like. Right, regulator's off. Boiler pressure is not really coming up. Hoping for a bit of downhill action here. Yeah, I would not recommend really using this loco for a run really at the moment. For any weight, anything over 200 tons, I wouldn't recommend it. I just don't think it's capable. As soon as you get kind of trying to go uphill, yeah, you're pretty stuck. Right, we're losing speed now though. You can hear us slowing down. Not really regaining the boiler pressure despite having the damper wide. Coal burning nicely. You see, it's still a very nice lean burn. Happy with that. I do wonder if the boiler pressure reading's affected by up and downhill. I don't think it is, but I'm surprised the fire temperature hasn't come up. I don't know if the blower is any use at all when you're travelling. I don't think it is. I do appreciate that we dumped in a decent amount of water, and that obviously is going to bring the pressure down, as previously mentioned. So yeah, it's just something to keep an eye on. Right, we've got a 50 limit here. As much as I wanted to kind of preserve pressure, we're going to have to use some still. Limit, so just ease off a little bit again. Just try and keep up the speed while maintaining the pressure. So we're losing speed because we're going uphill, but I don't think it's a full climb. This, I think it's. Can't quite see what that says. Yeah, I don't want to lose a great deal of speed. And then downhill here. Ease that back off. We've dumped some water in now. We're better off putting it in now while we're going downhill. Okay. So far so good. 70 limit here, and we've got wheel screech, despite us we're only going 45. Misty outside. Bit of water coming down now. Small bit of rain, I think. nice downhill run here. That damper's fully open. Right, so we've got a couple of turns coming up here. I think one of them's 40, I think, if I remember rightly. And then we've got this section here, which is, yeah, a bit tight. Okay, I might have missed the sign for the 40 there. Oh, there we go, 40. And there we go, she's dropping down nicely. She didn't want to keep any of that braking power, did she, there? So there we go, I managed to release it a little bit there without releasing all of it. There we go, brakes are off. 70 limit again. Still not really looking good boiler pressure wise. When we stop at City West, sorry, she might recover. I think this is 30, if I remember rightly. Not really far away from it. So it says 60. Can't quite see without using the magic alt. 30, I believe that says. There we go. Don't know, will this help? I think this is only for when you... I'm pretty sure that's only for when you stopped. I'd be surprised if that has any impact. Losing speed there, like. Whoops. Thought I could hear water there. Alright, so we are approaching City West. I can tell without even looking on the map because of our location here. So yeah, we'll come in, we'll reverse in, and we'll take a look at the shop, and then we'll back up because we'll need to get a run up for that hill, I think. Should probably be alright though. How are we doing fuel levels? So 0.7 on the coal, just over half left on the coal, and then water's about half. Everything's been fine. It's been a nice little run. Water level's all good. Okay, so we've got a 30 here, so... Right, so it's that switch there, I believe. So yeah, I think when you don't see the steam coming out of there, I think that means the water's been released out of there, I believe. Could be wrong. Beautiful action there though, right? Right, the shop is somewhere around here, isn't it? Oh, didn't mean to do that actually. Shouldn't have done that before we stopped. Damage the engine doing that. Right, we'll get the cylinder, leave the cylinder cocks open. Everything's looking good. We'll just keep the fire going. And pressure's coming up again, so that's good. Right, there's the shop. Right, let's go and have a look then, see what they've got in here. So we did this as part of the overview of the update, but I want to pick up some stuff from here. So let's grab the zapper. So we do have already quite a lot of stuff, but what we don't have is the folders, which are only 50, well, 100 for the coloured ones. So for the sake of it, let's just get them. I don't know whether we'll use them. They're only cheap though, aren't they? We will get the briefcase. I fancy putting my licenses into either the briefcase or the registrator, as somebody put it. I called it register throughout the whole of the look at the update, but it's a registrator, so let's get that. Right, the Derail Valley railway paint is here. So like I said, I want to use that for the micro shunter because I like the yellow. I prefer it. I'm not going to faff with light bars yet. I do want to do it, with, especially with some of them that I've seen, but I don't want to faff around buying them at this stage. That will be like, you know, late game. Manila folder, yellow I guess you could call. And I think that's it for here, isn't it? I don't want a file box. I've already bought 2 torches because one of them ran out of battery and I don't have a battery charger at the moment, so I had to buy a second one for that tutorial that I did in the last video. Sand, I think we've got loads of it. It's $200 though. We'll just get 8 more just for the sake. Right, let's buy this stuff. 35,000 here, so not a killer. Get all that spawned in. Folders as well. Right, what I want to do is, just before we leave here, just want to spawn everything in the tool shed. So let's just have a look. So, there we go. So that's all spawned in. As you see, we do have quite a lot of sand. I need to organise this tool shed. We will certainly be doing that. We've got the briefcase. We've got the registrator, which... why won't it let us just place it? There we go. So I want to put all my licenses in there because I believe that can hold 24 items. Briefcase can hold a fair few as well. So various things for various tasks. I want to buy the crate from Food Factory in Town, I believe it is, because I want to put all of our sand and paint in that. And then we've got folders, which I think will be for jobs, if I can think of how to do it. So you could put your jobs in one folder, which would mean that you could have other things in your hotbar instead of just loads of jobs like I've had in before. But yeah, that's it for now. Let's have a quick look at the... I just noticed there's a staircase going up there. Let's just have a quick look in here, see if there's anything tasty going up to Machine Factory in Town, which there isn't. So there's there's a shunting option, Harbour, Steel Mill, City West, again shunting, and back to City South. Well, that's unlikely to be here when we come back, but it's still worth looking at. Now, where were we? Oh, there we are. Right, we are heading uphill, guys. We are heading up to Machine Factory in Town. All of our levels look tasty. I think I'll just pump some water in just while we're here. As you can see, direct impact on pressure. I should have had that open to get the fire temperature up. She's burning good now. Right, that'll do. There you go. Temp's coming nicely up there now. Boiler pressure's staying where it is. We're going to be setting off. Yeah, pressure's nicely up in terms of... Sorry, temperature's nicely up. Right, let's be on our merry way then. Close the cylinder cocks. Okay, we want to be flying here. She's running beautifully, isn't she? I'd love to give her a go for a shunting job, to be fair. Whoops. That was me again. Driver error. Wow. Didn't mean to pull it back that far. You see, she's flying. Absolutely. Okay, let's just chill a little bit. So the one thing I would say is we are going into Machine Factory in Town, and we want to be into C and the loading bay. So we're all set for that. I think the run that we'll do actually is to take the steamer in there, pick up our stuff, and then in the next episode we'll run back we'll drive the rail car back. That was the whole point of having a loco at either end, so that we could just do that without having to turn the whole thing round. We'll certainly see what jobs are going though while we're there. We need to, you know, make sure our money's coming in. Right, we're losing a bit of speed here as we are starting to head uphill. You see, we have got barely any weight on the back here, and she's struggling. Or she's starting to struggle. Got everything like wide open. See if we can ease this back a bit. Chest pressure's looking good, to be fair though. Probably because we've got a nice fire going and decent pressure and everything else. What a lovely view, eh? Look at that. I mean, we certainly know that both of these locos are fairly underpowered, right? So it's like, whatever we're going to be doing next is going to be a struggle. As I said, we'd probably just head back to City South. Give them a whistle, let them know we're coming, if I can even say it. Alright, let's ease off. Various locos available in there for use. Trying to just use our own stuff really, aren't we? So here we go into Sea Yard. Everything's set up nicely for us. Ooh, we've got some trams there. They're big money, usually. Don't mind bringing that boiler pressure down now because we're going to shut her down. Alright, let off that steam. As per usual, we'll dump the fire. Actually, I'll open this and see it go out. Oh, dump the coal. And there's the fire pretty much out. I don't know whether on the 282 there's a fire out thing. We'll open the cylinder cocks as well. Fire's still going there, but there we go, it's out now. Whoa, we're rolling. Oh no, we're not, that's moving. That had me worried there. Right, we'll open the regulator. So the cold water going in is bringing the pressure down, along with the fact that we're blowing off all the hot steam. Right, that should do it really. Boiler pressure wise, she's fine, she's safe. Temperature's out. We'll kill that off in terms of injecting. What else have we got? So we've got a small amount of water left in the tanks. Coal is at a reasonable level. Nothing to concern ourselves about. We'll close the regulator. We'll leave her in what we're calling neutral. In fact, I'll just... because it was like 1 there, 1 instead of 0. I'll put it into -7 because we're heading back that way. I'll switch the lights off. I'm not going to put the parking brake on. What I'm going to do is load up bits and bobs here. So, right, that's us sorted. So we've got the S282 running gear, and we've got the DE2 drivetrain. So we're all sorted really, guys, and that's it for this episode. Now, I really hope you've enjoyed it. In the next episode, we're going to be running the railcar back, driving it back and pulling the S060. So we'll see how we get on there. I'm going to take a look and see what jobs there is as well, because if there's some shunting stuff here which is cheap, sorry, not cheap but short, easy, we might do that and get a bit of money under our belt, because we certainly need it. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed it anyway. If you did, please do hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell if you want to be notified of up-and-coming videos. Otherwise, guys, please do take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you guys again soon.